Turns out, even A-listers have celebri-crushes, which can be a real big problem when they're already involved with someone else. In 2016, the late Carrie Fisher debuted her memoir, The Princess Diarist, revealing that she had a 3-month affair with actor Harrison Ford. The pair met on the set of 1977's Star Wars: A New Hope, where Fisher, of course, starred as Princess Leia, and Ford portrayed Han Solo. The revelation was shocking as Harrison was married to his first wife, Mary Marquardt, and the couple had 2 children. Fisher and Ford also had a considerable age gap. She was 19 when she landed the role, while Ford was 33.
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder!
Ford opted not to comment for the duration of Fisher's subsequent book tour. He also didn't divulge much when asked about her memoir by GQ in 2017. While Ford was forewarned that Fisher wanted to include their affair in her memoir, he simply stated that the experience of it being made public was strange. And no, he didn't bother reading it either. However, before her untimely death in December 2016, the actors reunited and starred in 2015's Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Ultimately, in light of her passing, Ford told GQ of the affair, "I don't really feel that it's a subject that I want to discuss." Ford divorced his first wife in 1979, with no reports suggesting it had anything to do with Fisher. He remarried his second wife, Melissa Matheson, in 1983, until their separation in 2001. The actor has been married to Callista Flockhart since 2010. Remember when Zayn Malik got a massive tattoo of Little Mix starlet Perry Edwards? The former couple had initially met on UK's The X Factor in 2011 when Little Mix won that season. It was a match made in heaven, with Malik professing his love by getting a gigantic tattoo of Edwards' face on his bicep and proposing to the singer in 2013. By 2015, Malik said goodbye to One Direction and allegedly ended his engagement with Edwards via text. Malik denied the claim, telling Fader, "I have more respect for Perry than to end anything over text message. I love her a lot, and I always will, and I would never end our relationship over 4 years like that." However, she would seemingly confirm it in Our World, Little Mix's 2016 autobiography, writing, according to Grazia, "It was horrible, the worst time in my life." Shortly after their split, Malik began dating model Gigi Hadid. They made their romance known when Hadid starred in Malik's music video for Pillow Talk. Meanwhile, Little Mix released the song Shout Out to My Ex, which appeared to take a dig at Malik. Malik and Hadid broke up and got back together several times. In September 2020, they welcomed a daughter named Kai, but the two were over for good the following year. In October 2021, Malik was charged with multiple counts of harassment, including allegedly shoving Hadid's mother, Yolanda Hadid, at their Pennsylvania home. Malik pleaded no contest and faced 360 days of probation per TMZ. Eddie Cibrian and LeAnn Rimes have been married for over a decade, but the road to marriage was challenging. In March 2009, it was first reported that Cibrian and Rimes had an affair after meeting on the set of their film Northern Lights. At the time, the country singer was married to Dean Shermet, and Cibrian was married to Brandi Glanville, with whom he shares 2 children. The stars initially denied having an affair. However, by that summer, both stars separated from their respective spouses. Cibrian filed for divorce from Glanville in August, while Shermet and Rimes settled their divorce that December. The following year, the How Do I Live songstress revealed to People that she was sorry for breaking up a marriage, adding, "I hate that people got hurt, but I don't regret the outcome." However, Glanville didn't find Rimes' apology sincere. In 2013, she told Glamour, "Marriages break up all the time. People have affairs. Happens every day. It matters how you handle yourself after, and if you're really remorseful." I've never found LeAnn to be remorseful. I found her to be like, "Nah, I got your family." Cibrian's divorce from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star was finalized in October 2010, and he married Rimes in April 2011. It may have taken some time, but Rimes and Glanville even put their differences aside by 2018, when the reality star shared a selfie with the singer on Instagram.
Daniel Craig and Rachel Weisz had an instant connection while filming Dream House in 2010. However, Craig was engaged to Satsuki Mitchell, while Weisz's fiancé was director Darren Aronofsky, whom she was with for 9 years. But both stars separated from their partners the same year they filmed their movie, with the Daily Mail later reporting that Craig allegedly left his fiancée for Weisz. In December 2010, Craig and Weisz added fuel to the speculation surrounding those romance rumors when they held hands in the countryside of England. In June 2011, they secretly wed, and in January 2012, they made their official debut as a couple when they walked the red carpet for the premiere of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. In 2018, they welcomed a daughter, whose name has not been revealed. After over a decade of marriage, the couple keeps their personal lives as private as possible. Weisz told More in 2016 that she and her husband aren't like most celeb couples who are willing to share their lives with the world, stating,
"He's just too famous. It would be a betrayal. You have to protect your marriage." She added, "When you're young, you tell your girlfriends everything. One of the great pleasures of not being an adolescent is that you don't have to share everything. When you're married, that door closes. The audience goes and you're in your own life."
Finally.
And cut. Just go again. Just be yourself.
Director Taika Waititi and Rita Ora went public with their romance in April 2021, when the songstress posted a photo on Instagram that showed Waititi's arms around her. She captioned the series of photos, "Good times, memories, random things on my phone, and the ones that I love." However, fans later learned that the two had known one another since 2018, when Ora posted photos of her and Waititi celebrating Valentine's Day in 2022 on Instagram and wrote, "Us, 4 years ago to now. Thanks for being cool and entertaining me forevs. Happy Valentine's Day, bestie." In 2020, it was revealed that Waititi separated from his wife, New Zealand film director Chelsea Winstanley, in 2018. The exes were together for about 7 years after tying the knot in 2012. They also share 2 daughters. Winstanley hinted that she was no longer with Waititi when she attended the 2020 Oscars with her mother, having shared a now-deleted picture of the two on the red carpet on Instagram. Neither Waititi nor Winstanley has commented on the reason behind their split. As for Waititi and Ora, the couple made their red carpet debut in August 2021 when they attended the LA premiere of The Suicide Squad. In August 2022, the couple quietly tied the knot, with Ora confirming the news during an interview with Heart Breakfast in January 2023, according to People. She shared, "Yes, here we are. They say everything happens for a reason. I'm officially off the market, people." Country star Blake Shelton revealed that he was in love with Miranda Lambert while still married to his first wife, Kaynette Williams. It all went down when the God's Country singer and Lambert shared the stage at the CMT 100 Greatest Duets concert in 2005, singing a rendition of the country classic, "You're the Reason God Made Oklahoma." Shelton would later confess on VH1's Behind the Music, "I've never had that kind of experience with anybody. I was a married guy, you know, standing up there and singing with somebody and going, man, this shouldn't be happening." In fact, Lambert revealed that she also felt sparks with Shelton. She told People in 2011, "I knew he was married. I knew better, like, this is off limits. I didn't know what to do with it. It was like my first duet with some other country star, and I didn't know if it was just initial butterflies because of that. I don't know what it was. It was just this draw to each other." Shelton had wed Williams in 2003, and she worked as the singer's road manager. However, the pair divorced in 2006. Shelton and Lambert began to date soon after, with both stars denying that it started as an affair. They married in 2011, but divorced in 2015, with reports alleging they'd both cheated. Shelton married No Doubt singer Gwen Stefani in July 2021, while Lambert wed former NYPD officer Brendan McLaughlin in February 2019.
British! Oh America's suffering record unemployment and we outsource Spider-Man to England?
Andrew Garfield's work schedule for 2012's The Amazing Spider-Man reportedly took a toll on his 3-year relationship with his girlfriend, fellow actor Shannon Woodward. Despite Garfield stating that Woodward was extremely supportive of his budding career. He had previously told Parade, "I think I'm just busier. I haven't got as much time to mope about and complain that I'm bored. She travels with me when she's not working. Whenever we have time, we're together." But the pair went their separate ways in 2011, as Garfield was filming his web-slinging role. However, Garfield's bachelor status was short-lived. A romance blossomed between him and his Spider-Man co-star, Emma Stone. The Daily Mail confirmed their relationship when they were spotted kissing in New York City in March 2012. That same year, he gushed about their on-set chemistry, telling MTV News, "We got on really well as people, in between takes. That was the fun stuff. In between, we'd just mess around and I felt, this is different." The couple worked together again in 2014's The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but split in 2015. There didn't appear to be any bad blood between them, however, as Garfield gave Stone a standing ovation when the La La Land star won the Golden Globe for Best Actress in January 2017. The following month, a tearful Garfield proudly watched on as his ex nabbed her first Oscar win.